Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we will continue with our night series in Fortigate Firewall. So I have taken total 7 PCs in this example. Sorry, total 8 PCs. So first of all I will create a NAT policy. LAN to WAN. I will define the source. Port 2. Let me check. Yeah, it's port 2. And outgoing interface will be port 1. Okay. So we will use the dynamic IP pool. So today I will show you the second type of dynamic source net. In our earlier video we have done the overload net. So what happens in overload net basically? Here total 7 PCs are there. Okay. So even if you are having only 5 IP address and if the sixth user comes, so what will happen? That sixth user will get the same IP address amongst the range of that 5 IP address, but that sixth user will get the different port. But that is not the case in case of one-to-one NAT. I will quickly show you what happens in one-to-one NAT. Each system will get a dedicated IP address, but it will not share its IP address with other system, which means PAT is disabled in case of dynamic one-to-one source NAT. I will give a range. Here dot say for example 14. Okay, so we are total using 11, 12, 13, 14. We are having only 4 IP addresses. Okay, now I'll select the LAN, close it, and I'll click on OK. So now I will show you with the help of example. So I will take the first PC. I will try to ping to the internet. First I will show you the IP address on this system. Yeah. So it's having 10.1.1.2 and I will try to ping the global DNS now. The communication is successful. Now we will check which IP address is getting assigned. You guys can see the octet with 2 is getting IP address 11, so which was our first IP address in that range. Now I will try to ping from the another system. So this system is having 1.3. Now I will again check for it. 1.3 1.3 is getting .12 IP address. As you guys can see, each system is getting one IP address. It's not sharing. PAT is not happening over here. Now I will try to ping from the another system. Yeah, this was the third system, so communication will happen over here. Yeah, we were receiving some packet loss, but now it's successful. Yeah, you guys can see 10.1.1.4. Now I'll check for it. 10.1.1.4 is getting translated to the 13. Now I will check for the last IP address. This is the last usable IP address in our dynamic IP pool for source NAT, which will be 14. So 10.1.1.5 will get IP address, external IP address as 14. I will show you. See, it's getting 14. Now I will show you the actual concept over here. The VPC 10.1.1.6 will never get any IP address. So basically NAT will not happen. Okay, let me check the range. What was the range? Are we having any external IP address? 11, 14, okay. 106 is getting translated to 12. Okay, this is happening because this PC is not continuously communicating with the internet. So what I'll do, I'll keep a repeat ping count from all the PCs, from this PC as well, and from this PC as well. Now I'll check from the last octet. See, you guys can see translation is not happening for 10.1.1.7 because the IP address, the the external IP address, the public IP address are getting exhausted. We are having translation for 1.2, which is our PC, this PC, okay, and we are having translation for 1.3. We are having translation for 1.5 and 1.6, but there is no any translation for 10.1.1.7. You guys can see there will be a packet loss over here. Still there will be no communication because IP address are getting exhausted. There is no extra IP address. So if you want specific users to get IP address, like you don't want even if the usually what happens in case of PAT, even if the IP address range is getting exhausted, but the user will use the same IP address range, any one of the IP address range, and PAT can happen over there. But it is not in the case of dynamic source one-to-one NAT. I will show you again. See, you guys can see it is giving an error. Blocks available 4/4 only, which means there are only 4 IP address: 192.168.0.11, 12, 13 and 14. If any another user comes, he will not get any IP address and translation will not happen. See, there is no communication from this PC. If I want this user to communicate with the internet, we can do one thing: we can stop any one of the user and we can do the testing from here. But that is an another part. So like the idea of this video is to explain that in dynamic one-to-one NAT there is no PAT happening. If you are giving 4 IP address, only 4 users from your LAN can able to communicate with the internet. Other users cannot communicate with the internet. Okay, hope you guys would have liked this video. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Thank you.